Just 11 miles from the museum in Dearborn was Ford's Stout Engineering Company. There, Ford was building its largest commercial transport plane, the Ford Trimotor, one of the first mass-produced planes.
It was a very new industry at this time.
Rivera historian Linda Downs.
Lindbergh flew from the United States to Mexico and from New York to Paris and was demonstrating that it could be a useful form of transportation.
In the left panel, Rivera painted mechanics working on a Ford Trimotor airplane. But he also knew the other potential for the product. In the right panel, Rivera shows a plane surrounded by military pilots. Rivera references the use of airplanes during World War I, which had ended 14 years earlier.
There we have tanks on the battlefield for the first time, literally men fighting against these walls of steel. The first airplanes were on the battlefield. There was the first large-scale use of chemical weapons and poison gas on the battlefield. So it really looked like, for the first time, the machine had been bent to the malign will of people who wanted to murder each other on a mass scale.
So here again, he is delving into the constructive and destructive uses of technology. You see on the left the constructive use of technology in the passenger planes, and then the destructive use in warplanes on the right.
Only one Ford Trimotor airplane was built during the 11 months Rivera was in Detroit, the peak of the Great Depression. Ford soon closed its Dearborn airplane plant. 12 years after Rivera painted the murals, Ford began building the B-24 bomber for World War II at the Willow Run plant in Ypsilanti.